Hi, I'm Aaron Ross, and I'm proud to be at the helm of two new labels, Low Rise and High Rise. And we're here with someone who's going to be heavily involved with those labels, Tom Middleton.
Hello, hello, hello.
So how does it feel to have the inaugural release on the new Low Rise imprint?
So flattered. It's an honour and a privilege to be working with you guys on this brand new label. Obviously, from my perspective, been making the beats for a long time, and you know, occasionally you think, oh, you know, might have something here that makes them do this, and I think Cicadas has definitely got a bit of that. It puts a smile on your face and puts the shuffle in your feet, and to kick off the Low Rise label with this kind of intention, I think is great. And what an amazing package as well. Maya Jane Coles, Marlon D, dropped in a couple of little Liquid versions for you, so yeah, nice little package.
Yeah, we're equally excited about it too. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the track? What is Cicadas? Well,
Cicadas are those either annoying or quite pleasant to listen to insects that rub their wings together. And when you're in the med during the summertime, you hear them, and you know this starts this kind of crescendo of noise. This whole track is really a kind of tribute to me living in Italy now, and you know, doing the med tour as we do as DJs. Bit of Ibiza, bit of Italy, Spain, southern France. You know, that's the sound of the Mediterranean to me. North Africa, and it just occurred to me that there's actually a natural rhythm. Even though to some people it sounds like cacophony, there are moments where it actually becomes a rhythm. So so in gathering some of these recordings, I heard this little rhythm in there. I thought, you know what? Let's pay a little tribute to the sound of the summer. To me, the sound of the summer is Cicadas. So this is the tribute record for the sound of the summer.
And there's actually been a phrase that's been coined in this office. One of the guys called it Rainforest House.
Rainforest House. Gosh, well, I heard there's World House for a while, or ethno, as in techno, but ethno. I quite like that. Rainforest House. That's interesting. Yeah.
And I think it was said in jest, but it's kind of stuff. So, Tom, you must have a studio set up at home. Tell us about that.
Well, it's I've made a transition now to a much more kind of in the box digital scenario. Previously, I had a room full of analog monsters, monoliths with knobs and dials everywhere, and it got to the point where I wasn't really using them, and it felt wrong to have these nicely preserved museum pieces, but to what end? I wasn't really getting any sounds out of them that I couldn't get using software. So I decided to sell them to people that really wanted them. Got rid of a really nice Putney VCS3 that looks like computer battleships. One of the most amazing synthesizers ever made, and I'm really happy now. I can literally set up anywhere and get those bass lines throbbing.
So Tom, you've had a long career spanning over 20 years. Now, if you had to pick out your highlight, what would it be? Just one thing.
One thing. Well, I've met a number of my heroes over the years. I guess one of the main inspirations for musically is jazz guitarist called Pat Metheny, and I think just sort of being in the same room as that guy was shaking by the hand and saying, you know what, you've done so much for me musically, inspired me over the years. That was definitely a moment. No, there's plenty of moments. I think you actually have to look for the moments every day rather than focusing in on one particular highlight. Let's face it, life is a highlight, isn't it? You've got to be grateful for everything that's going on.
Absolutely good advice there, Tom. Now, you've influenced a lot of people over the years as well, so if you're talking to an up-and-coming producer just getting into the game, what would be the advice that you would give them?
Very hard time to do it. I mean, if I'm advising people, aspiring producers, the first thing I say is always learn from the masters. Almost like an apprenticeship, emulate, copy. There's nothing wrong with that. The apprenticeship route is to copy a master, someone that's developed their art to a really high level, and then you find out your identity through your new skill set. And then it's about emotional integrity. That's the key thing for me. If you make music that you love and you want to share with people, that's untouchable. And there's a lot of people making music for different reasons. You know, there's other hidden agendas out there, and for me, the music that really touches me is the stuff that's coming from a real place. You know, someone that's in their studio, feeling some deep feelings and trying to communicate through these tools that we've got. So learn from the masters, then develop your own musical identity and be true to yourself.
Okay, Tom, well, look, thank you very much for taking the time out to come and join us. You're definitely part of the Low Rise family, part of the Defected crew. I hope this is a long and fruitful relationship with us. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. And maybe we'll pick another insect to make a record about.
Yes, I mean, there's a world of species to explore, endangered and currently out there.